Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Torres Consulting Hospitality Podcast, episode 103 of this series of interviews that I do with leaders of the hospitality industry globally. Today, I have the pleasure of having with me Ken Patel, who is the founder, chairman, and CEO of EV Hotel, a very disruptive new hotel company, which mixes obviously the newest in hospitality, technology, blockchain, NFTs. He's ready to tell us all about it. Hello, Ken. How are you?
I'm doing well, Pablo. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. Thanks very much. And thank you for sparing some time. I know you're super busy now launching EV Hotel. So thanks for your time. And I usually do the interviews. You follow a pattern. First question is always for the guest to talk about the background. Because I mean, you had a long career in hospitality industry, but being now founder, chairman, and CEO of EV Hotel. And so how did that go? Your career, how does evolution went up to this point?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's hospitality is an industry where you don't know at what point you're going to start your career in it. Sometimes it just happens in just a snap of a finger, right? And for me, it was due to the fact my parents weren't financially stable when I was 15 years old, and my mom was heavily diabetic, and my dad had to work 3 jobs and wanted to help him. And I ended up getting a job at a front desk, and it turned into a career where I went overseas to Dubai and got my degree there and MBA International Hospitality Management, came back, started my career in New York City, and kind of here I am 26 years later. And I would tell you, going from 15 to 26 years now, before I started this journey of creating my hotel brand, I was CEO in New York City in that area. And to tell you the problems and things that we have is the reason why what I'm doing, and it's a vision, and it's what Tesla did, it's what Elon Musk did, it's what Jeff Bezos did, it's what Bill Gates did, it's what Steve Jobs did, Jack Dorsey with Twitter, I mean, Instagram. We talk about all these different innovations, right? Shopify, Amazon with Bezos, and even scaling all of these, because they saw there was an issue. There was a customer need, a consumer need. And that's what we have in hospitality. I mean, the journey for me is to know in 26 years, I was able to know what a front desk agent does, what a housekeeper does, what is a logbook, what is the procedures, what is the processes, what does an engineer do, what is a PM, what's a deep clean, what's the houseman duties, what's the checklist. So when you know all these, it's almost knowing a car, but it's knowing how to fix that car, right? How do you change that air filter? How do you change the oil? How do you change the muffler? How do you change the brake pads? That's kind of where I am. It's not knowing how to drive it. I'm knowing how to fix it.
And in a way, what you say now is like you know so well the hotel industry that you have the way now to fix it, to turn it around, and that's what EV Hotel is all about, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really disruptive. I mean, I've been reading through the material that you have online, but for someone who has absolutely no idea about EV Hotel, how would you describe it?
It's the world's first crypto and technology hotel brand that's non-traditional. What you see in the world right now in the industry of hospitality is very traditional. Every hotel, you get a front desk. Every hotel, you're not getting technology. It's not like an airline where you can check in 24 hours prior, go straight to the security gate, right? Or you can print your pass at home. We don't have these options. EV Hotel has those options. EV Hotel has all those options. No front desk. Your fitness center is an interactive cycling spin studio. No meeting rooms. That's in the metaverse. Everything here focused is on crypto and on technology. Today, being the date that it is, we officially announced our crypto exchange, that's CDX, Chicago Digital Exchange Incorporated. That is the partnership we have for the crypto ballroom. The crypto ballroom is buy, sell, trade up to $1 million. And that's where you're not going to pay commission on any trade you do. It's a physical crypto trading floor. It's revolutionary. This hotel brand that I've created and have people behind it, and just an amazing, amazing team that we have behind it. It's a brand that the world has never seen. You're getting the first hotel brand ever to have a trade floor inside of a building, and we're doing that. You're getting the first hotel brand that does not have a front desk. We're doing that. The first hotel brand that takes a fitness room just from adults to a fitness room that's an interactive cycling studio for the entire family. You know, all of these different components that we're bringing, right? The lobby is a massive size. We're creating a rooftop pool along with another area where people can hang out on. You know, an crypto experience center where it teaches people about crypto, technology, blockchain, NFT, metaverse, all of these things. And if people aren't believers of this industry, of the crypto community, go check out the Super Bowl. There's 4 different exchanges that bought ads on the Super Bowl: FTX, Coinbase, Crypto Exchange, Crypto.com, BitPay. Cost $7 million for a 30-second ad. Crypto.com is on the Staples Arena. Crypto.com is partnered with the LeBron James Foundation. So the world is changing. The world is changing.
Absolutely, yeah. And you are spearheading that change. And I'm thinking on the, I mean, there's obviously loads of people who are adopting the change and are involved with crypto, but many aren't. So thinking of the segment, what kind of clients are you targeting for the EV Hotel?
Well, Pablo, it's very easy. Our industry has been a 2-in-1 policy, right? Number 1 being focus on room revenue. Number 2, focus only on 2 segments: business traveler and leisure traveler. What EV Hotel and myself have done here, and I thought of this 3 years ago, that we need a 3rd segment. We need to have a 3rd segment. You don't go to a burger spot and go buy a burger and fries. You need burger, fries, and a soda, you know, or you need burger, fries, and a water, or burger, fries, and a juice. We need to have 3 segments. And that is where I created what I call a technology traveler. That takes a portion from the business traveler, takes a portion from the leisure traveler, and you got yourself a technology traveler. And that is what the 3rd segment here is. You know, people ask me, how are we going to get revenue? I said, we're not. Revenue is going to come to us. Because take the industry that puts out the most revenue. That's the technology industry. Who travels the most? The technology industry. Who spends the most? Technology industry, right? What's the biggest conference that always people focus on? Las Vegas, CES. What is that? A technology conference. What is crypto? Technology. What's NFT? Technology. What's smartphones? Technology. What's computers? Technology.
So basically, you're aiming, the goal in a way is that EV Hotel is going to be the meeting point for all those technology.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's already happening. I can't name who the people are that are reaching out, but if people are smart enough, you'll know the top 5, top 10 technology companies. You know, what do they want for their employees? They want their employees to stay at a place where it furthers their mindset and their education to follow the industry. Not to stay at a brand that has no technology. That takes their mindset away from being technology driven.
Yeah, it's true. And the thing is, I mean, many years ago, when you went to a hotel, you usually had better technology and you had home.
Yeah.
But now it tends to be the opposite. Most people have a much more developed technology.
They don't.
Yeah,
They don't,
exactly. You
and
go
the
to a
guests
hotel and
don't
you get
understand
frustrated
that.
because of the Wi-Fi connection. You get frustrated because of the adapters. Yeah,
And we've changed all that, right? Because every room inside an EV hotel has its own internet connection. It has its own router. That means you don't have to worry about the guest Wi-Fi. You don't have, we don't put those um, guest Wi-Fi's in the corridors, in the ceiling. Every room has its own business center too. So, excuse me. But these are the things that we focus on because the guests are smarter now. You can't go back 7 years and say, "Oh, they'll do it. They'll do it. They'll be okay." No, it's not okay. It's not okay. They understand that. Why do I need to go to the front desk after a 4-hour flight and get my key? If you're telling me I can check in on my phone, why do I have to? And that's Marriott, right? Why do I have to go to the front desk and show my ID? Why? Makes no sense. Then what's the point of me checking in on my phone if I still have to go show my ID? So the guests are much smarter. They understand it. That's the reason EV Hotel has grown tremendously, tremendously, because this is what the guest asked for, and we're delivering. This is what the employee asked for, and we're delivering. Every employee inside an EV hotel at the hotel level has one name. It's experienced employee. They're going to know what every department does. No longer is Pablo, you're in the front desk. Ken, you're in housekeeping. I don't know what the heck is happening in the front desk. And Pablo, you don't know what the heck is happening in housekeeping. Now, both of us working at EV Hotel, we know what's happening everywhere. And that teaches the employee mind of engagement. We're engaged, less turnover, flexibility. So you, Pablo, can call me and say, look, I'm not feeling well today. Can you cover me? Absolutely. You're not tied into a position or a department. You know everything. And for you to know everything, you just became smarter.
yeah, that's true. Things like there's so many changes. So first, focusing on technology, we agree that hotels are not usually the ones, the early adopters when it comes to technology. So, and you are suggesting, proposing loads of different changes at so many levels. So how is the hospitality looking at it? The traditional hotels, let's put it like that.
Well, look, end of the day, Pablo, this is in a way, I had one of the biggest banks out there say that you guys are the biggest things since Airbnb, right? I've had other big hedge funds call me that this is the Tesla of hospitality. And, the D word that everybody wants to stay away from, but are we a disruption? I hate to say that word, a disruption. We're not disrupting or disturbing anybody. I think we're revolutionary. This is a revolution. This is the way we're heading. We're making people change their thought process where they felt like, oh, we'll do it in 2 years, maybe 3. Now they're like, we'll do it in 2 months, maybe 3 months, right? And that's what we're doing. There's a lot of people that love us. We have almost 8,000 followers on our company page on LinkedIn. Hotel companies that own 100 hotels, 50 hotels don't even have 2,000. We don't even have a hotel open right now. It's going to open later this year, and we have 8,000. So that tells you a whole story right there. People love what we're doing. Guests love what we're doing. And the people that follow us and follow what we're doing isn't just hospitality. We're talking people in all sectors, guests, consumers, business owners, worldwide. So, and that's what's happening with the EV Hotel. It's a worldwide global brand that they just love and they want to get behind it, and people like new, right? We love new cars. We love new phones. They want a new hotel like this. They want something where they can say their smartphone matches up to the room that they're staying in, matches up to the hotel they're staying in. You know, they don't want to have a $2,000 smartphone and pay it $400 for a hotel, and they saying that, oh man, I still got to go check in at the front desk. I got a phone in my room. I got to call the front desk for a late checkout. You know, so it's got to match up, right? It's got to match up. Like, look, I always believe in, if people have what they have at home, give them what they have at a hotel. It's very simple. Very simple.
100%. As we were saying, it's like going to a hotel and experiencing there what you usually have at home in any case. So going back to the stuff, you were saying that the experience stuff, that everyone can do everything. Now it's been a massive problem during the pandemic, well, let's say after the pandemic now, especially in the US with the so-called big resignation, lots of people leaving the industry. So will you say that that new concept you're creating, that people is flexible and mobile, will make it easier to find good talent?
I didn't get that, Pablo. Find what?
Yeah, so that so many people have left the hospitality industry now during the pandemic. So many traditional hotels are finding it very challenging to find staff. And the model you suggested is completely different for a staff. You explained it now about being flexible. Everyone can do everything. So in terms of finding talent for EV hotels, would it be challenging to find that talent, or will it be the opposite?
Absolutely, absolutely not. I tell you, when people are saying, and companies and brands saying they're having tough time finding labor, for us, no. Get 20, 30 emails, people saying they want to come work for us. Day. You know, a day. We're not even posting any jobs anywhere. You know what I mean? So they want to know when the hotels are open. But it's part of that technology driven focus, right? You got to understand this, Pablo. Look, right now, men and women are enrolled less into universities with hospitalities and hospitality programs because they don't want to go work at a place that's labor intensive. They don't want to go work at that there's no technology focus. You know, the Harvard Business School that I did a speaking engagement with, they said, we want to come work for you. You'll be the only guy. And if you are a woman, you'll be the only woman that we go work for, because you have a technology mind. You have an innovative mind, and you have a visionary mindset. Why would we want to go work for the same way the industry's been operating for 50 years? What does that do for us? We can, if we decided to change our industry, and this is what they said, if we decided to change our industry from hospitality and technology, if we put in our resume that we work for the top 4 brands and hotels, how do they think that we can actually work in a technology industry? You know, they're like, there's no correlation there. You know what I mean? So they're like, we can't change industries if we even wanted to.
Yeah,
so we're
skills,
stuck.
They're not transferable skills. Yeah.
Right. The skill set wouldn't be there, right? So they would look at it like, look, you have so many IPs, intellectual properties, softwares, technologies, smart devices, IoT devices that are talking to each other. So if we're able to state that, we would have no issues changing the industry, right? So that's kind of the focus, and this is what's playing part. You're having less kids. We have a great, great partnership with Arizona State University. That is where we have a global partnership. That is where we focus with the kids there. We're doing a lot of work. That's the most innovative university labeled by the US World News. You know, and we partnered with them. So we're doing tremendous things with them. I mean, we're speaking at their events. The kids love us. My God, they just love us. They told me this true story. True story. The kids there told me this, that they have turned internships down because they're boring. What are we gonna go do them for? You know? But this is how the mindset is right now. They don't want to do the same thing. They're like, we already know how it works. This is what we go to school for. This is what we paid to go to school for.
To learn new things, right? Exactly.
Yeah, but why do we want to go learn how to check somebody in and clean a room? That's not what we want. We want to learn more.
Technology is going to do it, but for you anyway. I mean, you by the time they finish uni, they won't need to do it themselves. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I think this is what it's about. I think, look, you have to drive that focus. You have to, if you are trying to gain talent this day, if you want talent, you're not going to find talent by being traditional. The traditional talent you want is driving Uber and doing DoorDash and doing other things that are gig positions. But you want talent, you need to be innovative. Innovation is a team sport. I could tell you right now, Pablo, in a year, we haven't had even 1% turnover inside this company. Why? It's because the way we operate. There could be days you see me taking a picture of me at the gym and posting on LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever it is. You won't see that from a CEO or founder or a chairman in hospitality because they want to be suit all day. They want to be a suit inside. They want to be a suit outside. That's not culture. You're coming with strict enforcements. You're telling your employees that, it's corporate or no corporate.
That traditional mindset, which most of the traditional companies are cut like very similar pattern in that sense. That's true. So announcement, you've done an announcement lately. So what can you share about the dates opening?
Yeah, so I mean, look, Phoenix is our first location. We got 11 on the books. We expect 25 at the end of April. We expect probably close to 120, 130 by the end of the year globally. And these are numbers, projections based on globally that we're doing business, right? Now, we just announced the partnership with the crypto exchange, the biggest announcement in hospitality history. There has never been an announcement of this sort. We're creating a physical trade floor like the New York Stock Exchange inside of a hotel. There has never been anything of this sort created, and we're doing it. So look, I'm telling you 25 at the end of April. I have no idea what's going to happen. Our announcement went viral. In matter of 2 hours from the announcement that was made, there were 10 million views throughout different outlets, So it's just gonna, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna tell you from right now to tomorrow or 48 hours on what's gonna happen. But it's just, things are gonna change very rapidly and very fast,
That's the revolution you were talking about. One more question I have, just finalized. I don't want to steal more time of you. NFT. I've seen it on the material you have online. There's going to be also an important part of EV hotels. What can you share about the NFT within EV Hotel?
I would tell you, so I'm in hospitality, right? But I'm also a crypto component. I've been a crypto investor since 2013, bought Bitcoin at a very low price back in 2013. And, I'm just a huge crypto component. I love the NFTs. I'm also a brand ambassador now. That is the world's largest NFT project called BAPES, BAPES for your audience, right? It's revolutionary. It's got 25 revolutionary ambassadors like me, 24 other ambassadors like me. Larry Namer, founder, creator of E! Television. Cameron Jordan, the New Orleans Saints player. David Metzer, very popular guy. And got other Stephanie Malik that's on our board. Brian J. Esposito, that's my chief strategy officer, is the founding member of BAPES. So we've got a tremendous team, I mean, and we're part of it. Now the NFT world is behind EV Hotel. We're going to be in the metaverse in Bapes. Bapes is going to create a 24 by 24 in the sandbox, and then it's going to create its own planet in the metaverse, planet of Bapes. So are we doing something that the world has never seen? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we're going to take hospitality to a new planet, you know, a new planet.
Quite literally, yeah, in this case,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So am I different? I don't know. As people to judge, am I different? You know, am I following what hospitality's been like? No, I'm not following what hospitality's been like. I'm doing what Tesla did with the auto industry, you know. So we're gonna go that route. We're gonna go that. Probably it's gonna take a good portion. Look, people thought EV Hotel was not real. And then once they heard the announcement of the partnership with CDX, they definitely, for sure, 180% know this thing is real. We had a lot of people believe it's real. Then you've got that 20, 30% like, oh, I don't know, maybe these guys are just a lot of fluff. Well, you know, they just found out it's not fluff anymore, you know? So, and they're going to keep finding out. There's more and more that's going to come out. There's just more and more. Pablo, we're not done. We're only at 10%. You know, we're only at 10%. We got 90% to go still. So, you know, there's more stuff coming out. I mean, they're going to be shocked with our partnerships, who we have behind it. You know, we've got just an impact of partnerships.
That's brilliant. I mean, they're like people like-minded getting together to build that revolution that you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
You know.
Well, really looking forward to it. Ken Patel, CEO, founder and chairman of EV Hotel. We'll keep looking at the news to see everything that's coming up with EV Hotels. Congratulations.
Absolutely. And keep up the amazing work. I see Top 30 podcast. You know, just keep up the amazing work. Let me know how I can help you as well, Pablo. So let us know how EV can help you. You know, just keep up the great work, and, you know, obviously you're doing amazing things for the industry as well. So look forward to seeing more of you.
Thanks very much. Thank you, Ken.
All right. Thank you.
Cheers.